Hey guys, today I'm going to be telling you about the books coming out in October that I'm the most excited for. So definitely there's kind of a trend with the new releases this month that I'm interested in, at least, that are mostly non-fiction, which is interesting because that doesn't often happen. But yeah, well, there are two books that aren't non-fiction, so I'm going to start with those. The first one is Punk 57 by Penelope Douglas. That's coming out on the 21st of October and it's YA contemporary. The title, Punk 57, captured my attention. I kind of want to know why that is the title. That's intriguing to me. And also it's about pen pals, a guy and a girl who get set up as pen pals like through their school, and they keep it going for like 7 years, which is crazy because if any of you guys had a childhood pen pal, you know it lasts like one letter and then you kind of stop doing it. So it's interesting to me that they kept it going that long, and they'd kind of decided they wanted to keep it on pen and paper. They weren't going to like add each other on Facebook or text or anything like that. They just wanted to keep it like letter writing, which is pretty cute. And yeah, and the blurb sounds like it's going to be told from each of their perspectives, which is quite cool. And it sounds like the guy, Misha, somehow finds out who Ryan, the girl, is, and apparently hates what he finds, so that's really intriguing to me. And Ryan kind of has no idea what's going on, so yeah, it sounds like a good contemporary anyway. The second book coming out this month that I'm excited about, the other one that's not non-fiction, is called The Universe of Us, and it's by Lang Leave. No idea how to pronounce her name, but the cover of this is really cool, which is what first grabbed my attention, and it's a poetry collection that comes out on the 4th of October. Apparently this author, whose name I will not butcher again, is a best-selling poet. I've never picked up anything by her before. I don't tend to reach for poetry collections just because it's not a genre that I'm particularly familiar with. I enjoy some poetry, but usually if it's been recommended to me by a friend kind of thing, because otherwise I just don't really know where to start because there's so much of it out there. But this one, again, like I said, the cover kind of drew me in and it just sounded cool. It says there's kind of a focus around planets, stars and constellations and the breadth of human emotion and universal feelings, so that just sounds really appealing to me. And I think a poetry collection is something that I would probably really enjoy at this point in time, so yes. And then the last three that I'm going to mention are all non-fiction, like I said. So the first one is Wonder Woman, 25 Innovators, Inventors and Trailblazers Who Changed History by Sam Maggs, and this is coming out on the 4th of October. This one sounds appealing to me because firstly it's cool to learn about women that have achieved really amazing things. That's always inspiring, and I feel like sometimes you kind of need that inspiration. And it's kind of one of those historical non-fiction books that it's going to cover like a variety of subjects because they're all trailblazers and like different areas. I think it's going to be really interesting because, like I said, with a non-fiction book I read like a couple months ago, I really enjoyed it because it covered such a variety of topics, and it's cool sometimes to read a book and just like pick up different random facts and stuff and like learn about something that you never knew about before. Whoa. That gave me a freaking heart attack. One of my drawers just fell out. You know those like, you know those plastic drawers that you have that, I don't know, I have clothes in mine. It just like fell out of the drawer. I don't know why that happened, but that's really scary and I'm kind of scared now. So, like I was saying, I really enjoy non-fiction books when you can learn about a variety of topics because I just find them really interesting, and it's really fascinating and really cool to learn about stuff that you've never learned about before. So yes. The next one, which like I don't really want to talk about these last two anymore because I'm like a little bit scared. So, Another Day in the Death of America, A Chronicle of 10 Short Lives by Gary Young. This comes out on the 4th of October and is a non-fiction book again, obviously. This one I'd heard, I'm pretty sure Amy from Shout Amy has talked about this. She must have got sent it by the publisher or something because I know she was already reading it. It's basically the author picked a somewhat random date in America's history and examined 10 different cases of children and youths who had been killed in gun violence on that particular day. So it just kind of investigates gun violence as an issue with like case studies, I guess. So it sounds really interesting, and I know it'll be very sad and stuff as well, but yeah, sounds like an interesting one. And again, something that I've not really read anything about before. The last one is Ghostland, An American History in Haunted Places by Colin Dickey. This comes out on the 4th of October and is about infamous haunted places in America and kind of the darker history behind those places as well. That in itself is cool. I really like learning about ghosts and paranormal stuff. That's really interesting to me, but also just the way the blurb was written, it sounds like the author kind of goes deeper into like why we're interested in those things and like what things are true and what things aren't true about them, in terms of like how the stories about the events behind these haunted places get like twisted and stuff, and why we do that, and like how we interact with these spaces if we think that they're haunted and stuff like that. So it just sounds really, really fascinating. And yeah, I'm still creeped out that my drawers fell out of the thing and I'm talking about ghosts. And I just also filmed my October TBR and I talked about all like scary books, so I think I'm just working myself up. But yeah, that's it for this video for today. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you're going to be reading any of these books or if there are any others coming out in October that you're excited about. I would love to know. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you with my next video next time.